Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. In this short little video, we're going to tackle 23 modern and essential key business English terms. At the end of this video, you can go down below to the comments, click on the PDF pinned to the top of the comments, and download a review of each of these terms. As we go through the video, I'm going to explain to you how you use them and where you use each one, along with an example sentence. Let's jump right in. And the first one is a hurdle. A hurdle, if you're watching the sport track and field or athletics, that's when people run and they jump over a gate and they run and jump over a gate. So a hurdle in business English just means something difficult. You're seeing it in the future. You know it's coming. You can anticipate it and you have to get over it. So a hurdle is a difficulty, but not a difficulty that's a surprise. Not a difficulty that stops you, a difficulty that you have to solve and you have to work through and get over it. Okay, next we have ages, and ages just means a long time. So we've been waiting for the client for ages. It seems like this project has lasted ages. You can say for ages or just ages. It means a long time. Okay, next up is cutting edge. I bet you've actually heard this one, but cutting edge is really important, especially in today's modern world of innovations. Cutting edge means the latest technology. Next one is call, and this is a noun, and it means decision. So it's the CFO's call if we're going to expand next year into LATAM. Or it's my call if we're going to work this weekend or not in our department. So call just means decision. Next up, we have bugs or buggy. Buggy's the adjective, bugs is the noun. So just like a virus, a synonym for a virus in English, like a cold or flu virus would be a bug. I caught a bug, meaning I caught the flu, I caught the cold. Exact same thing with computers and apps. If you have a bug, you have a virus. So if a platform's not working very well, a system's not working very well, an app's not working very well, you can say it's full of bugs or it's buggy. Next one, ballpark. Ballpark is a synonym for approximately. So we have ballpark 500 staff, or the project will finalize ballpark in 3 months. So ballpark means approximately. Okay, a cut. Now this is a noun, not the verb to cut with scissors. A cut is a portion of profits. So we can say our investors take a 2% cut of all revenue, or the headhunter takes a cut of profits. Next one up is coin, not the piece of money, but coin is a verb here. And to coin something means to invent a new phrase or term. So our marketing and our branding, we need to coin a catchy slogan. And this means invent a new phrase or word. Okay, next up is ace and to ace. This is both a verb and a noun. If someone is an ace, they're excellent at something. So call Peter, he's an ace with computers. Or you aced that presentation, which means you just did fantastic on that presentation. Okay, next one up is debacle. And debacle is when a situation does not end up successfully and you're surprised by it. So you invite the investors over for a big presentation and someone spills water on your key client and the presentation materials became corrupted. That presentation was an absolute debacle. It just means a disaster. Okay, next one is a verb, to ditch. And to ditch is when you've committed to something or said you will be a part of something and then you decide not to. So you ditch. So this would be the client says they're very interested, but when it came to signing the contract, they ditched us. Or everyone came to lunch for a client meeting, but the client ditched us early. So to ditch means to leave or to leave some sort of commitment. Okay, next one is the drill. And the drill is a commonly known and repeated process of doing something. So you know the drill at work. You have your morning drill. That would be going into work and checking your emails and checking clients. Someone else the drill for them could be going into work, logging into their computer, going through any tickets they have coming in. So the drill is the usual way you deal with the situation. It could be when a client is unhappy, what's the customer service drill? And so the customer service will have a set list of procedures that they do in that situation. So that's a drill. Okay, next up is eat. And this is not about eating. So to eat is to cover the expenses or losses of someone else. So if your company or department makes a big mistake and a client has lost money, but you want to keep that relationship going, you're going to eat their losses, which means you're going to cover the expenses for their losses. Next one is an edge. This is edge as a noun, and this means you have an advantage over a competitor or someone else. So if I'm interviewing for a position, I have an edge because I speak 3 languages and the other candidates only speak 2 languages. Or your company can have an edge over the competition because you have a product that's more useful and higher rated. Okay, next one is red tape. And red tape is just a synonym for bureaucracy, or when a system or procedure is overly slow, overly complicated, usually by lots of forms, lots of steps, and lots of paperwork. Next is to squeeze in. So this is very useful in business English. Your schedule is full. Your day is full. You have no time for anything, but your boss gives you a bigger project. You have a very important meeting to go into or make time for. Now you have to find time in your busy schedule to fit that in. Just like squeezing through a crowd of people or squeezing a lemon, you have to squeeze something into your schedule. So you can ask someone, a client who's very busy, you can say, can you squeeze me in next week? And by asking someone to squeeze you in, you're saying, I know you're full. I know you're busy. I know you don't have time for me, but can you squeeze me in? Or I can't squeeze in any more calls this week. I'm too busy. My schedule is full. Okay, next up is land. Of course, you know land as a verb, as in a plane, the plane lands. But land as a verb in business English also means to secure. So he landed a great job with an international company. He secured a great job. Or we're hoping to land 4 big clients this next quarter. Secure. So to land means secure. Okay, green light. Green light is you get the green light, you request the green light, you're waiting for the green light. So green light, as if you're sitting in your car at an intersection and the light is red, you can't move. So you're waiting for the green light for you to proceed. So if you get the green light, it means someone has given you approval, or you got the thumbs up to proceed with something. That's get the green light. Okay, next one is to feel the pinch. Pinch is like this when someone pinches you. So to feel the pinch is you're in a situation where you're feeling financial pressure or restraints. So at the end of the advertising campaign, our company really felt the pinch. It just means we've really spent a lot of money on advertising and now we're feeling we don't have a lot of money or a lot of flow of funds. Or to feel the pinch could be during the pandemic, many companies felt the pinch, meaning a lot of income wasn't coming in, not a lot of revenue, so they had to really restrict their spending. That's to feel the pinch. Okay, next one is a flop. A flop. This is, I'm standing and then boop, I fall down, I flop. So a flop as a noun is the opposite of a success. That's all it is. So the advertising campaign was a flop. It bombed. It failed completely. It was a flop. You hear this a lot with movies. So the last movie from Tom Cruise flopped at the box office, meaning it was not a success at all. Didn't make money. So flop, opposite of success, it's a failure. Okay, now we've got kudos, and kudos means respect. It means applause, all in one word. So kudos to Maria for finishing the project on time. Kudos to the company for their very innovative campaign. Kudos to this department for reaching the highest KPIs in the company this year. It just means applause, respect given. Kudos. Okay, next one is first thing, and first thing just means immediately or first thing immediately in the morning. There's two meanings here. So your boss could come to you saying, I need this report done first thing, and that means now of top priority. Or I need this report done first thing tomorrow. It means 9 a.m. completed. So first thing in the morning, first thing tomorrow, first thing next week would be in the very earliest mornings or very earliest hours of work. And if they just say first thing, it just means immediately. Okay, the very last one is the verb unwind, and unwind means to relax. Relax after a time of a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. So you can unwind in the evening by going for a walk, or you can unwind over the weekend by going to the park with your friends or family, or you go on holiday to unwind. This just means of the stress you have in your day-to-day business and day-to-day life, you slowly relax and unwind.